A baseball player from Spotswood High School hit a home run this past summer.
He went deep all the way to Charlottesville. Sports director J.J. Davis explains.
That's right, guys. Junior pitcher Austin Nicely will look rather nicely in a UVA uniform, but not this year or the next. The lefty is on the on-deck circle ready to sign on, but not just yet. UVA wasn't a hit and a miss last season. The then top-ranked Cavaliers ran all the way to the College World Series. Spotswood's Austin Nicely had a ball as well. Virginia offered the soon-to-be junior a scholarship, and after giving it much thought, he took it.
I can't sign until next November.
Change your mind anytime you want.
I can, but it's sort of, the unwritten rule for baseball, not to go back.
Too good to pass up for the current Trailblazers quarterback, but as it stands, it's only a verbal commitment, and the NCAA defines it as a phrase used to describe a college-bound student-athlete's commitment to a school before he or she is able to sign a national letter of intent. Now, these kids can announce a verbal commitment at any time, and while they have become popular, they are not binding on either the college-bound student-athlete or the school.
Yeah, he could change his mind. Things could happen, things could change, but I don't see that happening.
No, he won't renege, but and I don't think they will as well. After talking with them, we got a really good feeling and felt like this is the place that we wanted our son to go.
So the parents go to bat for their son and support his decision. But what about UVA? Do the Cavaliers make it a habit of stepping into the box early and making a pitch?
I would say, 75% of the commitments that we get are from players in their junior year. You hope that people still today are people of their word, and I know times have changed, but I can tell you I haven't. When I give a player or a family our word, it's like gold.
You have that in the back of your mind, but I guess we just, on faith, know that they're going to honor their commitment, and we'll honor our commitment as well.
They're not going to wait around because it's if it's not your left-handed junior, it's somebody else's left-handed junior.
If you would have told me June 1st when I got out of school here as a sophomore and turned over to a junior that I would have been committed coming into my junior year, never would have. I would have said you're lying.
And the truth? Well, we do know Virginia was jumping for joy last season all the way to the College World Series, and a certain Trailblazer from Spotswood was dropping them in as well. Things are looking up for Austin Nicely. The juggling act is over. He's headed to Charlottesville and UVA as part of the class of 2013. How do we know? He said so. He said so. It's only a verbal commitment. The NCAA, I called the NCAA recently, does not keep any record of verbal commitments. However, some schools have had verbal commitments in other sports as well, and the students or the coaches have reneged. But Brian O'Connor assures me, as does Austin Nicely and his parents, that this is a good deal. Yep. This is good as done. And of course, the early signing period is next November. So once he signs that dotted line, national letter of intent,
then it's locked in.
Then it's locked in.
And he
for
seems
the most
pretty
part.
devoted.
Yes, he does.
Well, thanks a lot, JJ.
All righty.